Hey guys, it's Nick. Just checking in with you guys. Accountability time. About what's going on. Let's see. Today, I woke up and I started something new. I started it for the first time yesterday, but I started something new this week. I started doing the new DDPY, or not new, but like kind of the beginner, like in the bed. The workouts that you can do in the bed. I just realized that. It gives me more energy throughout the day because I can just start it right there. It's like, I can get up, walk in the other room and do energy or something else. But I like laying there and doing some of these other ones. It's just, like I said, I have bad knees. And I noticed a huge difference on how I walk down the stairs today. Normally I have to take them like one at a time in the morning, not all the time, not when I'm at work or other places. But in the morning, after I get up because my joints are stiff. So this helps me get down the stairs and just kind of feel better when I get up. And then I've noticed that when I go and do the other workout, energy or fat burner, I feel better. It's like kind of a warm up. I'm loose for all those. Let's see. Got up, had a little breakfast, just a couple of boiled eggs and half an avocado, and I found a pretty cool, I don't know the name of it right now in my car, but a pretty cool vanilla almond creamer. It's like vanilla, coconut, almond. So it's dairy free. It's not completely sugar free. I know I'm small change just trying to do that. But that's what's going on. I went and I did a 3-mile walk, which I was surprised I didn't have my tracker on at the time. I was really surprised at the end that it was 3 miles. Because I just went for an hour, but I guess that's what you do, I guess. Seemed pretty normal. I made a chili last night, all organic, just did my own spices. I didn't do anything out of a package. So I ended up having that for lunch today, and it was phenomenal. I can bust out a recipe for you guys. Like I said, I'm a chef by trade. I don't do it anymore vocationally, but I still do a lot of things myself. And the chili was awesome. So what I did though, because I'm the type that's cheese, sour cream, put a bunch of fixings and stuff in it, and I didn't. I just made a not a traditional Texas chili, but I had the beans, meat, cumin, chili powder, and cayenne. Seasoned it normal. With just celery and onion cooked down with some garlic. Easy peasy type stuff. But today, something I tried for the first time and it turned out to be phenomenal was, instead of the sour cream and the cheese, I put like a spoonful of goat cheese in it. It gave me that creaminess and that smoothness, but it almost kind of had, a little bit of sour to it. That kind of fills in for that sour cream and the cheese even. You won't get the ooey gooey, but it was the game changer, because I tasted the chili last night and I'm like, it's pretty good. But it became awesome with the goat cheese. So, and it was dairy-free, gluten-free, organic. It fit all the guidelines. Now, was my portion control a little over? Yeah, because I was really hungry. I just got done walking the 3 miles, and I didn't have a huge breakfast. I should have probably had a little bigger breakfast than I did. Like I said, 2 eggs and a half an avocado and some coffee. I should have probably, busted out some oatmeal or, maybe did 4 eggs. I've learned a lot today about just listening to Vance Hines and some other people on the way they do things as far as, fruit. I got to keep that earlier in the day, things like that. Not mixing my meats and my potatoes if I'm going to still have sweet potatoes. The Southern came out there in the potatoes. But yeah, so here's a big announcement though. At minute 4:20, sorry, no pun intended, I don't do that. I am going to do an official weigh-in today. This is my first week back on the DDPY yoga and DDPY program, between the gluten-free and the dairy-free, organic, everything. I didn't start, my first 2 or 3 days was not dairy-free. It was dairy light, but not completely dairy-free. So I'm not expecting as big as it could be, the numbers. But I'm going to be vulnerable. I am going to, have my shirt off, show everything. Not everything. But show you what I'm, where I'm starting at. And like I said, make myself vulnerable putting it out there, even though I don't have any subscribers yet. People are still watching for potentially the world to see. I'm not one of those guys I'm not afraid to take my shirt off at the beach or anything like that. But at the same time, I'm not saying, hey, here it is for possible judgment. But I'm going to weigh in tonight. I'm going to put it on the DDPY Facebook page and on my Twitter of like, hey, when I'm going to do it, I'm going to probably cut a live video at the time and release it. And I'm going to be talking more about some more of my goals. I said I was doing that, but I need to be more specific. My goals were kind of broad of like, oh, I just want to be here for my daughters. Well, yeah, that's the case, but I need to have some specific attainable goals, short-term and long-term. Being here for my daughters, that's a long-term thing. That's 10, 20, 30 years down the road. But, and then I'm also going to be going over recipes in the near future. Tell me your favorite foods, guys. Tell me your favorite foods that are gluten and dairy and organic free. Dairy-free, gluten-free, and organic, I should say. And tell me some of the things you like that you're like, oh man, this is one of my favorite things. It's pizza, or it's Mexican food, or it's Italian food. How can I do that the healthier way? I want to help you guys. I want to help myself find that. I was looking, talking to my mom earlier. She had found a gluten-free, dairy-free chicken and dumplings. Like I said, we're from the South. Everything is cheesy and deep fried. Down here, macaroni and cheese comes on a veggie plate. But that's just the way it is. So hold me accountable, call me out, put me in check, guys. Constructive criticism, just be nice. I'll do the same for you. And I'll be back later tonight. We'll see you down the road.